Hello students, welcome again. So last time हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे ले रिटन बाय एंड्रयू हार्वी और इसमें हमने ये स्टडी किया था कि किस तरह से एंड्रयू हार्वी ने while traveling along with an Italian girl and he was going to Stoke, what did the Italian girl ask him and what was his reply regarding ले रिगार्डिंग द ब्यूटी ऑफ ले, और किस तरह से उसने डिस्क्राइब किया कि वहाँ पे ले का जो एनवायरनमेंट है, रिलैक्सेशन का जो एनवायरनमेंट है, और वहाँ की जो एक फेमस ले पैलेस है उसका जो मंज़र है, उसका जो साइट है वो किस तरह से अट्रैक्टिव है। और फिर आगे उसने ये डिस्क्राइब किया कि रास्ते में जाते जाते जो है ऑन द वे टू स्टोक देयर इज़ अ सस्पेंशन ब्रिज ऑन द रिवर इंडस, और उसका जो व्यू है दैट लुक्स लाइक अ सर्कस टेंट। एंड वाई इट लुक्स लाइक अ सर्कस टेंट? बिकॉज इट इज़ कवर्ड with many prayer flags of different colors, and he asks the driver that why are there so many prayer flags, and the driver tells him the reality behind it, that is the faith of Ladakhis. They believe that if the prayers can bring down the effect of evil effect of the wind. एंड नेक्स्ट उसमें जो है वो कह रहा है कि व्हेन ही रीच स्टोक, उसके आगे उसकी क्या फीलिंग्स रही, उसका क्या एक्सपीरियंस रहा। ही सेज आई हैव कम टू स्टोक टू सी द रानीज पैलेस, द पैलेस ऑफ द रानी of Stoke, but as soon as I am standing in front of it, I do not want to go in, to be out there in this light with all the day before me, and to go into those small rooms. I want to walk up the trail in the mountains, to be alone with the mountains and the summer streams in the valley. The writer says that when I reached Stoke, I had come to Stoke to see the palace of the Rani, but I don't want to go inside the palace. Instead, I am attracted by the mountains, and I want to go higher and higher into the mountains, to explore the mountains, and to because I have a lot of time, I have the whole day before me, so I want to go through the tracks that go towards the mountains. Trail here means a route followed by a particular purpose. I walked, and he decides to go into the mountains. Then he says that I walked all day higher and higher into the mountains. It is strange no longer to be looking at them across the shifting lights of the valley against the brilliant emptiness of the sky, but to be walking in them at last, traveling their inner paths. The rocks on the sides of the paths are sprinkled with small blue flowers. A fierce wild green grass grows between the boulders. With every quarter of an hour, the heat increases and the rocks change, growing more and more fantastical. Wings of cathedrals falling into the river below, large fluted columns like the hermit perches of uh, Cappadocia with golden moss spilling over from their height, and yet it is not the rocks and their dazzling forms that move me most. It is the signs everywhere in this wilderness of human companionship. Two men pass me on the path with donkeys laden with brushwood. They smile at me broadly and pass on. They have been working high in the mountains, gathering wood for winter from the small, tough bushes that grow in the ravines just below the tree line. Everywhere along the track, there are mantra stones with the letters Om Mani Padme Hum carved on them. Breathing their sacred words silently between rocks or in a bed of flower sprinkled moss. There are Leto's shrines to the spirits of the rock and air with zoe horns and bones in large whitening piles on them, shrines to the gods of this landscape, the gods, they are older, gods of their landscape that are older than the Buddhist gods but have been reconciled to Buddhism, gods of tempest and avalanche, gods of streams that carry wealth to the valley. There are prayer flags, lonely, ragged, but enduring, high on pinnacles of rocks above me. They flap in the wind, breathing everywhere the words of the Buddha. This wilderness of rock and light has not been tamed. It remains exalted and sometimes frightening, but it does not have inhuman solitariness of Antarctica or the Sahara. Everywhere there are small marks of human love and prayer resting on the top of a mountain pass. I found that the rock I was sitting on was ringed by white stones heaped there by travelers over many years walking on and on into the highest part of the pass. I found just as I was too tired to go any further that there was a deserted shepherd's hut with its roof torn off by the wind and a small rose bush growing in the shelter of one of its walls. I sat in it and ate my bread and cheese. On the wall, the shepherd had written with charcoal from the fire, Om, just the one letter, again and again, and under each letter was a rough sketch of the Buddha's face. So the writer here describes that how he felt when he reached Stoke, and after reaching there, he does not want to go inside the palace. Instead, he wanted to go upwards into the mountains, and he goes higher and higher. There he sees the beautiful things on his way, and he has described them. There are many boulders covered with mosses and the uh, various bushes that grow near the river. And he says that I was not alone on the path, but at a certain distance I saw two men who passed by me. They were along with their donkeys, and the donkeys were laden with brushwood. The men had been working higher on the mountains, collecting the brushwood as and the firewood, and they broadly smiled on the author and passed away. And when he went forward, he saw there the mantra stones. The holy mantras are carved on the stones along the way. Everywhere he finds the signs of human companionship. He says that there are many shrines, many stupas, many latos are the holy places, and they are there he can see the Zohorns on the shrines, and there are many gods in this, the gods of this landscape, gods of for example avalanches, gods of winds, gods of rains and tempest, and there he feels very excited, and he goes higher and higher into the mountains. And when he reached a certain place, there he finds that the stones are put one there, the stones are piled there. They have been put there by the travelers who visit these places. Here the writer sees one difference. He says that although Leh is a desert, but it is quite different from Sahara and Antarctica desert, because